What is up, everybody? I'm No Lex Given, and today a little bit more live commentary. I'm just gonna do some live games. I haven't actually been playing that much because I've been also playing TFT and a whole bunch of Marvel Snap recently, but I still want to try to do some daily videos for Storybook Brawl, so just been recording like my one daily game for the most part. I do think I've got a Peter Pants video coming too. I'll probably put that out tomorrow. I've just been delaying that a little bit. Let's keep clicking things until the timer runs out, and that's how we'll decide which hero we're going to play here. Pied Piper or Wonder Waddle. Maybe I'll accidentally hit the Mordred as well, but looks like we are waddling, and we're waddling pretty well with a blind mouse and a polywoggle in this first shot, but I'm just gonna go for the mouse. I really want to try out, you know what, I was actually thinking about taking a look at the patch notes before I played this game and seeing like, okay, is there anything that I haven't covered in the newest patch that I'd like to in this one? And Gosling Helm at 4 is definitely a huge thing that I'd like to talk about and cover, and if we can grab a Gosling Helm on turn 2, then this is a sweet game regardless. So let's do that. Let's roll and pick up a blind mouse. No, we find the polywoggle. It's either polywoggle or tiny. Not going to go for Cindy on Wonder Waddle. We could also do 2 more rolls. We could also do, you know what, let's go Genie's Wish. There we go, there we go. Okay, really, really good Genie's Wish. I'm glad I thought of that at the last second. What do we want to throw in? I think it's Tiny for the tie, keeping Cindy in the shop in case we roll a Frog Prince. But this is really good. We are going to take some damage here. Ooh, new icons, I think. I don't know. Don't remember. I think they were all just stars before. And now we've got a flame for win streak and a treasure chest for treasures there. So that's cute. No Frog Prince, but we are going to find a polywoggle here. And I think I'll 4-spot the polywoggle. I think that seems fine. And then I'll just throw a Minotaur onto the board here. So what I was getting at is it's not horrible to roll, I think, on level 2. I do think that that's a somewhat underused tactic. Now, it's not great. It's definitely not great. But I think that it is still somewhat underutilized in a small capacity, especially on hero. I mean, really just on Wonder Waddle, but also I would say on Rumpelstiltskin. Just using that extra gold to roll really early on, and I've talked about that in a few past Rumpelstiltskin videos as well. Looks like we are going to grab a tie here, so I'll take it. That is good enough for me. We're in last place somehow at 34 health, but I think we'll get to start to turn that around eventually. I think we'll take the goat, and then we'll roll, and we will pick a poly here, and I'll grab any treasure that increases Polywoggle's attack. Boiling Beaker, not really it. Ring of Meteors kills 2 of our characters, so let's not do that one maybe. I think it is going to have to be Boiling Beaker. I'm not super interested in the monster stuff, though. Monster Manual is a treasure that I have not used on this channel in a while. I really used to like it, and it's one of the reasons that I really like tier 2 treasures on Trophy Hunter. I've just kind of forgotten about it. I haven't really used it in such a long time. And then I'm going to backline the Minotaur. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Could lock on to Kitty Cup Purse, could also lock on to Wish Upon a Star. I don't love XP on Wonder Waddle, but it could be, the Wish Upon a Star could definitely work very easily after we get this Slay with Polywoggle, and we are going to be able to grab that this turn. So that's really sweet. We go down to 28, but we've got an upgraded level 4 character, and that's a greedy baby. We're doing it. Okay, well, I wish I took the Ring of Meteors. That is a little bit of a bummer. Let's take it now. Let's pick up the Ring of Meteors. All right, not quite. I would like the secret stash, but are we going to lose? Yeah, maybe we'll lose. Let's grab a secret stash. I mean, it's just always good. And now I think we roll for mice. I don't think I'm going to mess around with this. I mean, I could just pick up both of these, sell off Cindy or the Minotaur or something. I think that we're just better off rolling here. These are both reasonable characters, though I think we can do better. Let's roll one more time, and I will pick up a kitty cut purse, a blind mouse, another polywoggle. The other thing here is if we can put more stats onto greedy, that's quite good, but unfortunately we cannot cast the beauty's influence. But we could do something like Luna's Grace onto that. There's also a black cat and a billy gruff, so maybe we lock this shop, but do something like this? I don't know. It's a little bit silly, but if we just go like all in on this greedy, at the very least, that sounds pretty fun. So we'll see how far that gets us. My opponent does have Earthquake, which is a little bit annoying, but we're going to trade with the dragon, so that's pretty good. And then greedy is going to cash in. We're going to get some nice economy here as we slowly take out my opponent's entire comp with greedy. Yeah, an upgraded greedy this early on in the game is definitely a lot of fun. 17 gold this turn. Let's pick up that sleigh. Not sleigh, that's not what I meant to say. I got mind flooded here looking at the sleigh. What is it? The helm. I want to helm the helm, but I think we're going to go gloves of thieving. That's some additional econ. Krampus's sleigh, kind of interesting. We're playing up against Merlin, and I do not have the tracker loaded up, so let's do that. And we also could start to buy XP, start to find some more dwarfs, though I think I'm just going to go gloves of thieving, and we'll see where that gets us for now. Could pick up some more dwarfs, can't cast this shard of the Ice Queen, so that's a little bit annoying. Tracker loaded in and ready to go here. All right, we found a golden chicken, we found a crafty, that's a big boy. How much gold do we have? They made that bigger, but now I can't see how much gold we have. And the game crashed, but no, it's back. It's back. All right, let's cast this. I still have 7 gold. Wow, okay, don't touch the tracker. The tracker is making the game crash. So we lost 7 gold this turn, but we had a whole bunch of extra gold to work with. So that is a little bit unfortunate. Let's move this down a little bit so that way we can see the gold counter here. So a little bit awkward, but you know, that's what happens with some live coverage of the game. Not too bad, all things considered. Greedy is still going to grab us a whole bunch of extra gold from this fight, and we're going to walk away with a win as well. So not sweating the small stuff here. Let's go for the gold here. And just try to grab as much cash as possible off of greedy. That just seems super fun. So some other things we could potentially do. I mean, do I really care about tier 2 treasures? I don't think so. I would definitely like to add a River Wish Mermaid to the board, but I'm also just debating these 2 clowns right here. Give more health to greedy and then support a friendly spirit. So let's potentially line up that. I stole a 6/6, so that's kind of cool. Let's sell off the blind mouse, pick up this. I guess, do I want magic runes? Do I care about magic runes? No, let's roll. Let's roll with our extra cash here. Double Choop. Double Choop. Well, I mentioned Monster Manual. Double Choop is certainly interesting. Oh, you know what? I should have held out for Lady of the Lake. That's fine, though. Let's not worry about the Choop for now. Let's roll and pick up a Wizard's Familiar. Not going to worry about the Sporko either. I accidentally benched that, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I'm just going to skip and roll and then lock here because we're not going to have enough time. I see another greedy. So the treasures there were Bounty Board, which was a really good treasure. We're okay on gold, though. Hermes Magic Boots, and then the other treasure I didn't even get to look at. There was just too much going on. My opponent bows in respect. Attack for 2. It's Dave. All right, what's up, Dave? Let me give you the emote there. And we found a River Wish Mermaid with our Lightning Dragon. So thank you. That is pretty good for us. Let's go for even more gold here. We're going to roll a tier 2 treasure, and we got to grab Skip and Stone when we are playing Wonder Waddle. So let's grab that. That's free bonus XP here. And then I don't really even think I want the Baby Root, because it's just so much stronger to play this. This is really powerful. So let's go for this for now. And I'll certainly be interested in picking up another River Wish Mermaid. I also don't hate just picking up additional cash for the next turn, but I'd love to triple one of these pairs that we currently have. There's also a pair of mummies right here. Right, her. Or I'd love to pick up Golden Chicken, just complete the puzzle rune that away. And alrighty, so I also like Monster Book. There's a lot in this shop for us, but let's grab the Friendly Spirit first. Let's go additional attack, toss the puzzle rune. I guess we'll just put in this. I do like the Monster Book. Do I want to lock for it on 5.0 though? I think no. I think not. So let's just hold out with this and be happy with the fact that we're stealing stuff. We steal another Wizard's Familiar there, and then Greedy is just giving us a ton of crazy gold here, and that's all thanks to that Pollywoggle Sleigh early on there. So this game is going pretty fantastic. Greedy is continuing to just farm this lobby, so pretty crazy stuff. We get to deal some nice damage there to Goldilocks, but unfortunately do not take her out. I am debating casting Burning Palm on Greedy before we pick up the chicken and probably replace the Boiling Beaker, but I think I'm just going to skip on this treasure, to be honest. Oh, Ring of Meteors. Alright, well maybe I should have done it. It was only 2 health for 2 gold, so we can still get a better rate potentially later on. I'm not going to freak out about that, but I will go ahead and grab the Ring of Meteors. Our Lightning Dragon dodges the ring, which is nice. And then what I was going to say is, oh wow, there's an Angry in this shop too. I was going to say we need to find the Angry, and then I almost didn't say it because I thought we were just going to pick up the End and River Wish Mermaid and be done with our turn, but we get to have it all. We get everything here. So Forking Rod doesn't seem like it's going to be super useful. Who are we playing up against? An almost undefeated Headless Horseman that did defeat us earlier on. Let's take Krampus's sleigh. Let's steal a nice little comp here, and then let's grab this. What else do I gotta do? I gotta do this. Oh wow, and then I just still have extra gold for the turn. Alright, so wow. Okay, we get to add this to the board too. Skipping on this treasure, I should have picked up the Pollywoggle. I should still pick up the Pollywoggle. It's okay, we're level 6. So we missed on the Pollywoggle. My opponent also playing dwarves. Are we going to steal a dwarf? I think we might be able to, but not that one. We do steal an Angry there. And then what treasures does my opponent have for us? They've got a dwarf in mind for us. So that's kind of cute. We are definitely going to be taking some damage here right now, but that's okay, I think. I think it's okay because, oh, we don't even steal the Dwarven Mine, so that's, like, potentially better, and we're very, very well set up for dwarves right now, which I think is pretty cool. Let's grab this. We're playing up against the Ghost, so we do have to decide, do we even want doubly, or do we just want to... Oh, don't tell me we're going to Krampus's slay the Ghost. Oh, maybe they've got no treasures. Oh, they've got one treasure. We can see. Oh, that's really interesting with the, what do you call it? Scouting. You can see that your upcoming opponent has a treasure or not. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Let's make use of some of our gold now that we are level 6. So I'm not locked into dwarves, though I'm definitely interested in dwarves. I'm also, I mean, we passed a Baba Yaga and a Jormungand, so that's a little bit awkward. I kind of want to mix a Whizzle. Oh, I should do it on the Friendly Spirit. That's good. Now if we find a True Love's Kiss, we will zap the Baba Yaga for an upgraded tier 6 character. Though if we don't, we don't. That's fine. Definitely grabbing a Hercules for the fight, and might even like to put Hercules here. That doesn't allow it to hit a breakpoint. That does not really give us anything, so we're not doing too much more this turn. Let's see. Hopefully we can steal a reasonable treasure from this Sharon from B-Ball Gamer. they're going to give us a sting. They are going to give us another dwarf, but it's not a really great dwarf, so that is quite unfortunate. At the very least, we are going to farm them for some more gold, and then we're going to skip on Krampus' sleigh. I'm not taking a sting, so we're just going to wind up skipping out on that. So we're going to have a ton of gold this turn. So that is a small consolation prize. Let's skip this. Now we could just go Burning Tree, and we could go into, but with at least one other player in the lobby, the top player in the lobby playing dwarves. I don't know, it feels like I should go dwarves, right? We've got the gloves. Let's dwarf it up. It could be a little bit awkward. We are only a little bit up. We're tied with XP with them, is what I mean to say. For everybody else we're beating, I'll roll a mask ball here. Yeah, it's so little chances for us to hit the few dwarfs that we're looking for. But we'll see what we can potentially do. Still a ton of gold. So I guess our odds are better than we might initially think of hitting said dwarves. Let's do that. Probably do... could do something like this. Yeah, it is starting to feel like I should have just gone trees, right? And we're out of cash, so hopefully this is enough against Fallen Angel. They've gone good, which I will say is typically not that good with Fallen Angel. Let's actually put this in because we've got the Ring of Meteors double angry. I think that is actually going to be better, just slightly on the stats of it all. Because Angry will give a little bit more to everything. Hercules, again, only going to get in one hit, but our Angries are looking big. And I think we just took out a Lancelot and stole a Lancelot, importantly there. So that is actually pretty nice for us as well. And then Greedy still gets to go absolutely ham. It's only going to farm 1 gold from my opponent as they're dead before we can farm any more, but yeah, this Greedy's been great. We actually get a completed Lancelot. That's really cool. Let's grab Ambrosia from that. We could... yeah, we got to sell off a Wiz here. So that's great. My opponent completed their Lancelot. I guess they... How did that work? Whatever. I'm not going to question it. I will take it. I will also take an Echo Wood. I do like that. And I'm going to hang on to the Lance, I think, for just a True Love's Kiss target. Not huge on that. I don't really care about more Tier 4 treasures at this stage of the game. It's really just about grabbing that early helm. It's True Love's Kiss the Lance, grab a Lordy. No, an upgraded Good Boy. Okay, well, I think we could potentially make this one work as well. Yeah, I mean, it's more exciting than dwarves, and we can actually start buying some stuff in our shops because I've not bought anything in a minute. In a minute, I'm going to need a little dwarfs. So, I don't know. It's something. It's a little bit strange, and I did like the idea of stealing a bunch of dwarves, but we're still going to play the Greedy. We're still going to have that work. Oh, our Echo Wood is going to survive thanks to Ambrosia. It's going to go up to a 2-2 and then won't die to our Ring of Meteors. It will die to Lightning Dragon, but at least, I don't know. That's something. Can our Friendly Spirit carry us? Yes, it's going to allow us to activate the Hercules here, and then we at least take a little bit less damage. And now we've got a Tier 6 treasure with an upgraded Good Boy plus another Good Boy. I kind of like Spear. I kind of like Spear from here. Yeah. So now we toss the Ring of Meteors. That makes a lot of sense. Let's go Good Boy, Good Boy. Friendly Spirit. Okie dokie. Could throw some more stats onto the boys. Let's grab a chicken and taking runestones, passing everything else. Yep. Could have taken Polywoggle there too. This was a pretty big pivot. Nothing to Beauty's influence here. If we had like a, what's it called? Boom Hilda? Yeah, if we had a Boom Hilda in that shop as well, that could have been good. Speaking of boom, my opponent's showing off that boom emote. Let's mix-a-wizzle this, see what we get. Dwarf is unfortunate, but I'm just going to Merlin's Test or Wizard's Test onto my upgraded good boy. And there is a chance that this is a strong enough board. Wow, that's a tough question right there. Do we play Hercules or do we play an upgraded Tweedle for the Echowood? I think we just play a 50-50 good character. That's kind of tough. I could see that one going either way. We steal an Angry from my opponent, so it would have been nice to still be playing Dwarves, but we are done with that. And we've got a really large ranged character. My opponent with Magic Sword plus 100 plus Tweedle is going to be rough, but we are indeed going to take them down, and we break their needle nose daggers. We are the player to do it. Nobody else had the cojones and had the power to break that dagger. Oh, we've got Fairy Godmother in the Ambrosia slot. Kind of forgot about Ambrosia, but that's really interesting. I don't know the best way to make use of that Ambrosia slot right this second. I don't think it's Lady of the Lake. Now, one thing that's interesting is Fairy Godmother will upgrade itself at the start of combat, which will give more stats to everything, and that works for Echowood. So maybe this is okay for now. We finally find the Lordy, but that's too Lordy too late. It's not a great spell to throw on the good boy. I would consider Green Knight. It's a ton more stats. I think I'm just rolling for just good boys, though, as silly as that is. I think I will pick up this as well, though, just to bench it. I don't really need the tier 4 treasure. Maybe that's a mistake. Could go for Fiercify. I felt like we were fine as far as our amount of stats on that fight. There's a good boy. So we could also True Love's Kiss the Hercules now that we are going to be picking up one more frontline character. So I think I'll go for that. True Love's Kiss on Hercules, see if we can find anything good with that. And we are going to find some good stuff with these good boy attacks. These are absolutely massive boys. And neither of them attacked into my opponent's Rotten Applewood. So we've got a pretty large backline. That's going to be a kill onto Fallen Angel. Only question is, are we going to have the stats to be able to take out this Headless Horseman, the movable object, in fact. So we can't lose a fight, but I guess no buts. We can't lose a fight. Robin Wood's interesting. I like Robin Wood. It's a ranged character. Might be moving Echowood to here, cutting the Fairy Godmother. I think I've got enough cash to do everything that I want to do. So let's flip this Hercules, see what we get, and we do get something that the good boy likes. Let's sell the Greedy, unfortunately. It did a very good job, but we are going to have to get rid of it now. And then let's throw in another good boy. And I think this is good. Robin Wood's going to hit on this good boy. There are ways to potentially pump them up, but I don't think it's worth stressing. So let's just do this, and I think this is a pretty good Dwarves board. We are going to be stealing a Dwarf from my opponent, so that's interesting. Evil Twin, oh, Echowood is actually going to grab the Robin Wood bonus. So now I'm thinking this. And I am thinking that I want Evil Twin. Can't use it this turn. Can I do anything that makes this that's worth doing in this shop? Not really. I'm just going to hang on to my hand here. Yeah, Robin Wood pumping up the Echowood. I think it might not, because I think the Ambrosia might come in first, at which point one of these unupgraded good boys would get the Robin Wood bonus, but kind of just don't want to mess around with it, ultimately, is my main decision here. This Friendly Spirit is big. My opponent transforms into Mordred, which is a great late game hero, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. We're going to be hitting my opponent for, looks like 13 damage. Stumbled on that, but yeah, 13 damage there. And then we get to grab another tier 6 treasure, probably replacing the Ambrosia or the gloves. We're just stealing dwarfs, so the gloves are not super useful. And I think Singing Sword is somewhat interesting. We've Could also go for Embiggening Stone. I don't hate that, though we're planning on trying to win right now, right? So let's go Singing Sword. Let's toss the gloves. I'm even going to keep the Ambrosia just because we're probably only playing one more combat right now. If we can help it, we could upgrade a Polywoggle. Don't think I'm going to go for that. Well... Oh, that's... Oh, no. This is possible. Yeah. So we grab this. We skip the treasure. Actually, I'm taking the treasure. No, I'm not. I'm skipping this treasure. Then I'm selling Golden Chicken, grabbing this. I'd take Coin of Sharon. Nice for Ambrosia. I think that this is worth it. It's a little bit awkward because we're just grabbing +4/+4 on this good boy. Holy good boy. And we're trading that for now not having an upgraded Echo Wood. But I think that this is still potentially worthwhile. We'll find out here. Potentially the final fight of the game. My opponent's still dwarfing, but now we've got 2 upgraded good boys. And our evil good boy is going to die first, which gives us a massive friendly spirit, which gets Medusa. My opponent uses a nice little Mordred tactic there. But they're not even going to be able to get through this front line. I mean, they will. They have an Echo Wood, so they will be able to, but we're going to be able to clean it up. But that's not the game. We got another fight to play, so we're still battling here. I'm going to throw in another good boy. And now I guess I'm gonna... Holy good boy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just sell one of these 2 cards for a good boy. Wow. What? Gloves of Thieving apparently coming in clutch from the grave despite not even having the gloves right now. This is absolutely fantastic. I mean, my opponent's big enough that we could go Green Knight here, but I think I like the extra ranged attack. I don't think my health is going to matter as much. The only question here now becomes... So if we do this, we're down to 3 gold, but then we can sell 3 things. Let me double check that math. Yes. So it's worth going for the roll the die, because then we can just sell all 3 of these, and then we don't have to worry about, because I was debating, do I sell the Friendly Spirit to buy this good boy, or do I sell the Godmother to buy this good boy? Turns out it's just both of them, but I think adding another good boy to this board, you can see we had a 100% chance to win last combat, and that's just going to get even more this combat. We're going to be 110%, unless my opponent finds some more scams. They did have 1 Medusa. They might play some more this turn, and now Medusa is guaranteed to attack into a good boy, with a caveat. My opponent might not get to attack with their Medusa because my good boys aren't actually going to be killing their characters immediately. Tweedle's going to resummon in, and I might not attack right into that Tweedle. Okay, I did. That's a little bit unfortunate, but we still have a massive good boy here, and I think that is going to be enough to clean up the game. We just have to trade Echo Woods with my opponent, and we will be able to do so. Find the win. Nice game, nicely done. Did not show off the ugly Gosling helm, but I don't know. Did we show off anything from the new patch in this one? Not sure that I did. I just kind of polywoggled into a greedy and played fun Wonder Waddle stuff, grabbed a Skips Puzzle Rune at some point, but you know what, it was still a really, really good game. So thank you guys very much for watching. That's going to be it for me today. I'm No Lex Given. Peace.